It was weird. I told you guys, I dream about space a lot. Like, I love space. I have an obsession with space. But I dreamed about... I had a dream yesterday. It was so weird. That, I don't know. I would think it was, like, on a ship or something. I don't really know. It was, like, sun setting. And I looked up. And I looked and I saw this kind of thing that looked like a black hole a little bit, right? I was like, yeah, it can't be. Because, I mean, at any point in time, a black hole could just come and wipe us out, right? I mean, I looked at this thing and I was like, wow, that looks like a black hole quite a bit. And then I noticed it getting bigger and bigger. And then it was a black hole. And it's starting, and I activated that by accident. And it started to suck us up, and all of a sudden it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Boosh! Sucked up everything. Gone. And all I know is, like, everything went black and I was laying down in my bed. And then I woke up at that point. Not for the night, just like that was the end of that. That's how that ended. Imagine that one. A calm setting, sunset. You look up, you see something looks like a black hole. It's just black, right? It just doesn't fit with the skybox. And no, I have not played TF2 before, Guns. Have you? I'm assuming yes, but right. I look up and I see this black thing, and all of a sudden it just gets bigger, and then the paranoia sets in even more. Don't tell me it's a black hole. Don't tell me that's a black hole. Don't tell me it's gonna end right now. Don't tell me it's gonna end right now. And all of a sudden it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden, boosh, you're gone. Just everything all in one collapses together, and everything literally just snaps, crunches together, and you're laying down, and that's it. Just the end. It's just. I think the reason why I had that dream is just because I guess there's always constant paranoia, knowing that at any point, literally, if it wants to, a black hole could just come and that's it, done. Probably just like that as well. Hey, if it happens, I can't even prove that I had the dream that predicted that, because it's not very many people to explain that to after that happens. That's just nuts to think about, though. I actually love space so much, and black holes and all that stuff. It's nuts. Okay, so here's the issue. We're gonna have to activate that because I didn't. Not that. Activate that. I've had dreams before where I literally just. One time I had a dream where you know like those bungee things. Those. Let me add a stream marker here. You know, like those bungee cord things, those when you shoot, not bungee cord, the slingshot kind of things that you may see in an amusement park. Even in Atlantic City, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have that, right? That kind of thing. I had a dream. I don't know why. Like, I guess I was kind of on it. I guess because that when we go to Six Flags, I see it all the time, right? Well, like, this bungee thing is there. Whatever. That's not even really important. I don't even remember for sure if it was, but it kind of just fit the setting and all of that around Six Flags. Oh my god. But I launch up on this bungee thing and I go into outer space. All the way up and come right back down. I think I was in a tube now that I think about it, right? And I go all the way up, I see the stars, I see galaxies, I see everything, and I come back down. And I land in like a backyard or something in some kind of field. It's so odd, man. It's so odd. And then another point is now my grandmother's older house. I was like, I think there's the same dream, same night at least. It's a whole space night. Like what's it called? I had a dream. I was in my grandmother's old house, and for some reason, at the top, there was an opening, right? Like there's an upstairs. There's an opening, and I gotta get a shield. And basically, I was looking out this opening. It's a glass, though, right? Looking through this glass, and all of a sudden, like, we're looking at stars, planets, and stuff like that. Why it's shining through, I don't know, right? Because you can't see that stuff with the naked eye. And then all of a sudden, I just get sucked up into it, and I go all the way up again, exploring through everything, all the galaxies, and I can't say all the galaxies, but just up through space. and then eventually it dials right back in. I literally, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly how it looked. Like, I feel like stuff like that happens. I don't know, man. Whatever. And it was crazy. It was awesome. Like, for somebody who loves space, that's like something you'd always, you'd want to see. It not being real, but at the same time being able to experience that. I'm Dirty. I don't know how long you've been here, Dirty, but yeah, I'm talking about a dream. About some of the dreams I've had about space that are just, I love them because I love space, but they're so weird. You just got here? Okay. But yeah. And Sharkies, how are you meatballs, sir? Hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully the meatballs are phenomenal. He says, I have a replica rig on Mark II in real life. It's sick. It was only 200 bucks with a steal. Nice. I think you had told me about that last time, right? I think last time you were here, you had mentioned something about that. I'm pretty sure. But you plays only. And you got your posters finally as well. Dude, you were around during Leviathan, I think, right? That was almost a year ago. That was the posters? No, I remember that, but I thought you also came in about the ray gun. That was almost a year ago. But, okay, anyways, I also had another dream where, I have plenty of dreams about space, but I mean, I have, this last one. This was around the launch of BL4 Zombies, right? And I was also full on, excuse me. This was full on in physics class, so like that contributed a little bit more. But anyways, what's it called? This was after the Voyage of Despair, like literally the week after. I don't even think we were on this yet in physics, so like probably not. But anyways, in Voyage of Despair, there's basically a planet step, right? Where you shoot the planet for the Easter egg, and it drops like it drops down an orb onto the map. I had a dream that like I look out my window right here, I hear a boom, like I hear a massive boom. I look out my window, and all of a sudden I see all the planets lined up together, and they're like lined up in a row. You could see them, and then they're glowing, right? They're glowing, and all of a sudden they shoot across the sky like a shooting star almost together and explode. And just explode. You can only imagine the thoughts running through my mind in the middle of this dream. Just imagine. I don't know why. It was just a massive. I don't know. I guess you dream a lot during the night, so I guess like I don't know what the exact science is behind it or whatever, but apparently you may have like hundreds of dreams. I don't know. For the sake of it, we'll just say like 20, 30, right? And you only remember so many of them. And for me, it's only the ones really that I find interesting or have an impact or wake you up or something like that, right? And I'm thinking about it. I was probably in the middle of a regular dream, right? I was probably in the middle of a regular dream, and I was probably in my room. And all of a sudden, maybe there was a bang outside or a bang somewhere, and that all of a sudden, like that boom, it was in my ear, and that registered in my ear during the dream. And I was like, whoa, what was that? Let me get up and look as I'm sleeping, right? Because that's the only logical thing while I'm in my room in my dream, right? It's kind of creepy when you think about that stuff. But let me go look. And then I'm assuming I looked out my window. And because Voyage of Despair was just new, I look out my window and the planets are glowing, shooting across the sky, and exploding. I guess that's why. Just yesterday, this one isn't about space, but I had a dream yesterday that I was being chased. It was in my old schoolyard. I don't know why. No. I think I was fleeing something. I don't know why. But I was fleeing something, and I couldn't get over the gate. You know how in your dreams you run, and sometimes you just can't run, right? Like you just run very slow. You're just trying. You're like, come on! I know I can run faster than this. Why aren't I moving? And then eventually you may get caught, or maybe you never get caught, but there's always that paranoia that you can run way faster, you can move way faster, but you're not doing it. It was almost the same thing with jumping over this fence. I got to a fence, and I just couldn't get over it. And it was just like, it was just like, get over. It was just, Anyways, I probably sound psychotic right now. And Dirty says he just finished 8 hours of homework, his greatest ride. That's a major L. Dirty, do you just slack a lot and then eventually have to do it all in one day? Because if so, I feel you heavily. Yeah. And dude, I was there when you were in Leviathan. Yes, you were. You definitely were. Damn. You guys are about to be a year old. Well, probably close, but not there yet. That's nuts, dude. That's nuts. Thank you guys. Legends. By the way, I'm probably going to turn that discussion right there into a YouTube video. Because I like stuff like that. I like watching videos like that. Those kinds of discussions are fun. Can I have whatever you're on? I am not on anything. We have gone through this on multiple different occasions. I do not take any drugs, nor have the desire or drive to, which is the same thing. I don't have the drive to. I don't have the need to. I have what I call coffee! And my floor got a lot of that today, too, because I dropped a bunch of coffee on the floor. Literally a shit ton of coffee on the floor. I don't know what I'm going to do to clean that. But, I guess I'm just going to pour, like, a whole bottle of bleach, take a little sniff of it, and, dump it on the floor. Give it a little lick. Nah. And Chung, how are you, meatballs? You had a dream where a bunch of Wallies were chasing me? Oh, my gosh. That would be terrifying. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll save that for any more dream discussions for another day. But it's fun to talk about them for sure.